Hi there, Rivers here again. I want to tell you something I did with the four oldest kids, both before the triplets came and after the triplets came, because I'm such a sterling fellow and a good husband, I hope. Poor Jean, Quinney, by the time Friday night rolled around, she had had a lot of dealings with kids. And she expected me, rightly so, to, if I wasn't working, to put my shoulder to the wheel. And I did it gladly. I've had so much fun with my kids. They're a riot. And so I'm not the sort of person who likes to sit home and babysit. I got to get out of the house. And so I get out of the house when this is before and just right after the triplets, and I wanted to get the kids out of Queenie's hair. And so I thought, what can I do? Where can we go? Where can we kind of kill a few hours? And then I still had work to do at the law firm, Ray, Quinney, Nebeker, where I worked. And so I came up with the bright idea, and we did it a lot, was that I would take the four oldest kids and we would go to my office, which was downtown, 79 South Main, and they would just kind of run around. Now, very few lawyers were in the office on Saturday, and I'd have documents to draft and a few things like that. And then, so Em and Brad and James and Winston, they had a blast, because what they would do is they would make paper airplanes. They got a hold of some elastics and were shooting each other. They were kind of, going back and forth, kind of playing army and running around, kind of having a blast. And they were writing notes. And then one of the things that the office had that was pretty nifty is there was a free Coke dispenser. Not the one where you get a can, but you'd get a cup and put some ice in it. And then you'd load it up with Coca-Cola. And man, these kids, they thought they'd died and gone to heaven. Meanwhile, I was getting some work done. Now, in the car and back home, they were kind of wired for sound, if you catch my drift. Hopped up on caffeine of a non-coffee variety. Anyway, we had a blast. And there was one lawyer who would come in occasionally on Saturdays. He was a friend of mine. His name is Steve Gunn. And they were running around, and Steve thought he always had a bemused smile on his face. And the four oldest kids weren't obnoxious, but we just had a lot of fun. And we would go grab something for lunch, say at Hires or something like that. And lo and behold, a lot of the day had gone by, and Queenie had a little bit of a gift of time. And I will tell you one funny story. It's kind of embarrassing. So we're in the office, I think it must have been on a Saturday, and we're going down the elevator, and Brad, my amazing son Brad, and all of my kids are amazing, by the way. Anyway, he said something pretty funny, and I've always laughed about it. And I think it makes Brad laugh too. He was, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7. And we're going down the elevator, and there was no one else in the elevator, thank heavens. And he announced to me and Emily and James and Winnie that the ride going down tickled his penis. Wow, I'll leave it at that for you. But what a fun thing it was on a Saturday to be with my kids and have them have a lot of fun with Rivers. Toodaloo.